good? I'm Kasim. It's Just Sneakers, back with another review. And today we got the New Balance 1700 in the blue and gray JP colorway. Okay, these were released mid-October. I seen these online probably like a week or two before the drop and whatnot. Was interested. You know, the 1700 is a lesser known model. Definitely one of the least popular models. Big over in Japan. The only 1700s I really remember is a Kith collab. There was a Kith collab a few years ago, and they did like a color block pair of 1700s that were pretty cool. These particularly are not a mashup, but it's like taking a lesser known New Balance model and giving it probably one of the most popular colorways. So that's basically what they did. It's a 1700 with the classic JP 1300 colorway. This is a made in USA pair right here. It was a pretty limited release. These are known online as a, Japan exclusive, but I think that's because of the colorway. As far as I know, there were maybe like two US stores that had these, maybe three. And everything else I know about them is that they released overseas. But I don't know, I'm not seeing too much about these or too much people who got them and whatnot. So I was able to get a pair and here we are. Okay, all right, let's jump straight into these details. The shoe for the most part is comprised of suede, mesh, and leather. Suede is a grayish brownish kind of suede, and it's a pig suede. Very good quality suede. It has the bluish gray. Classic JP colorway, I'm sure you've seen it. We can start at the toe. The toe has that gray, and that's coming around the mud guard and all the side panels of the shoe. I would say that this sneaker has a very strong toe. This is just a very strong looking sneaker, I think. This is kind of reminds me of like a dinosaur or something. It's a very strong shoe. And look at the toe box, it's a mesh. And not for nothing, this is kind of like some of the best mesh I've seen on a New Balance. Like, I don't know if you guys could get like a closer look. Like the pattern is really nice, man. It's really nice, and it feels pretty tough too. The mesh, and that's in that bluish gray hue that people tend to love. Move over to the eyelets. That's that suede. That suede that's comprised of most of the shoe. Move over to the tongue. The tongue is a leather, and it's a gray leather, white stitching. New Balance 1700. It comes with the shoelace, which are a pretty dope color. It's like a bluish, grayish kind of color. Really dope color shoelace, and it goes perfectly with the shoe. No other shoelace was included, which, made in USA pairs usually come with extra shoelace, but this pair did not. Look at the insole, New Balance running. And the sock liner is leather. It's like a white leather. It's a good touch. You don't really see too many sneakers with a leather sock liner. You usually find that in boots or shoes. That's pretty dope. Got a side view of the shoe. Very, very interesting shoe, man. Definitely different looking than most New Balance, because if you're looking at this, you're probably a New Balance fan, and there's a lot of models of New Balance, but a lot of them look similar. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the untrained eye, they might think they copping the same pair of shoes, but they're different models. But this pair right here, there's kind of no other New Balance model that looks like this. So this is kind of what attracted me to it. The end logo is a suede. It's just suede with the white and blue stitching, which creates the end logo. I think they could have done better with that. I think that's one of my complaints maybe. They could have had maybe a leather end logo. It would have been dope, but this works well either way. As you see in the side panels of the shoe, it's like very layered. We have some perforations on the side, along with a hit of 3M, which is pretty much the only 3M on the shoe, besides the back heel tab. A slick hit of 3M right here. Move over to the back of the shoe. You got this bluish gray mesh on the top. Heel tab right here, back heel tab. It's that gray suede, New Balance stitching, a hit of 3M. Of course, the absorb technology right here. The inside of the shoe, same like the outside. Now for the midsole, which is, I'd say that's like another highlight of the shoe. I think it's one of the things that grab people. This midsole is kind of boot-like, I would say. It's definitely boot-like. and it has that whole that chunky kind of vibe, almost not too crazy, but it's basically just plain white. You have this absorb type bubble right here. Take a look at the outsole. Outsole is pretty clean, and it has this royal blue, which is like the only splash of royal blue on the shoe, unless you're counting the absorb units, but the absorb units are always, for the most part, that color anyway. So yeah, man, there you have it. New Balance 1700. As far as sizing goes, my recommendation is to go half size down. I went true to size on these, and for me, that's a size 9. To give you a point of reference, I'm a 9 in Jordan 1s, Air Maxes, and most New Balance, like 990 series. I go 8.5 in some. You know, I never had a pair of 1700s, so to be safe, I'd rather have it, you know, a little more room than it be tight. So I went with the size 9, and I would say that it's pretty roomy. But, you know, it's wearable. It's definitely wearable, but it's a little more room than I like. So if you come across these and you want to get a pair of 1700s, I suggest you go with half a size down. As far as comfort goes, I felt pretty comfortable in them. I didn't really wear them much. I just threw them on real quick to just try them on and see what they look like on foot. But I think these should be pretty comfortable, especially like in the fall and winter time. Because if it's spring or summer, you could probably get a better option than this. But this is definitely more comfortable than a boot or something like that. So pretty good overall. As far as resale goes, to be honest, I was looking, these aren't even on StockX or nothing yet. I guess they didn't put the model in. They seem to be pretty rare, and I don't know if, well, definitely people copped them because when I bought them, I was early and most of the sizes were sold out. And they did sell out super fast, but I'm not even really seeing these online like that. To be honest, these are looking pretty rare, and if you want a pair, be prepared to pay a resale price. Now let's jump into some on-feet looks. Now for my thoughts on these. I mean, yo, I must say that I'm rocking with them, yo. Like, I went on my way to get them. As you see, this isn't like the most popular shoe. The colorway, first and foremost, is what drew me to them. I got a review on my channel of New Balance 574s from the history pack. That's a take on the JP colorway. And I think they did the JP colorway pretty much true to the original on this pair, as opposed to the other pair. This is more spot on. Like, it looks very, very, very clean on this pair in person, I would say. So the colorway, classic colorway, I rock with the colorway, so off that, I like them. And to be honest, this shoe is like I'm not gonna call it ugly, but it's like pretty ugly. You know, it's like, it's certain things that aren't the most greatest or the most beautiful, but you still love them. I kind of got that feeling, you know. It's like a stray that I took home and I fell in love with. But instead, I shelled out money for this. So as of now, you know, these got my approval. But let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all rocking with these? Have you ever seen these at all? Do you even have a pair of 1700s, or are you even interested in 1700s? I know they're not the most popular pair, but you know, I kind of like them just because they're different than other New Balance models. But yo, leave it down below. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate you taking your time to watch the video. It's just sneakers. Peace.